Hi everyone, this is Robin Stanley. I'm going to talk to you about personal development, the third vital behavior, and I'm going to start off with a quote from Jim Rohn. I love this quote. The best way to be successful in your business is to focus more on you than on your business. How true is that? You need to believe in yourself and invest in personal development. I think it's difficult for a lot of people at first because they have the mentality, I'm not broken, why do I need personal development? But even though it may be difficult in the beginning, it becomes a habit just like everything else. And in our business, we think of a lot of the physical, right? We think of exercise programs, we think of healthy eating, clean eating, all of these kind of outward physical things. But mentally and emotionally, our health is just as important. Our brain is a muscle that we need to strengthen. So personal development is really critical to our growth. A lot of people use the excuse, I just don't have time for personal development. Well, make time. Just gonna give you the hard, honest truth. Make the time. If you don't have time to read a book, listen to a book. Listen to a podcast. When you're driving in the car, when you're getting ready in the morning, those are all great times that you can be listening and strengthening your mind. But again, personal development is not about needing help. It's not about waiting for a crisis. Any personal development that you do will help you at some point in your life. There's always going to be something coming up in your life that personal development will help you prepare for. So again, it's not about being broke. It's not about needing to be fixed. It's just about being the best you that you can be. So it's actually very similar to doing a workout program. So we're going to kind of use that analogy as we go through. So I kind of have 6 points that I want to touch on. First, look for areas in your life that you need to strengthen. Maybe it's self-confidence or patience or consistency. What do you need to work on for continued growth? So when you're thinking about it in an analogy to working out or a workout program, you can't just do the same routines all the time or the ones that are the easiest. You need to challenge yourself. You need to challenge your brain with personal development. So again, think of those areas that you need to strengthen. Number 2, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, you probably need it. Don't just use personal development to validate what already you feel is a strength and then skip over what makes you feel uncomfortable. That's not going to be helpful to you. And again, when you're thinking of it from a kind of a workout analogy standpoint, you don't just do the exercise programs that are most comfortable. You can't just do the same routines over and over because they're the easiest. You need to do all of them. You have to do the difficult ones. You have to do the ones that maybe are boring to you. You have to follow that program all the way through to see the results, to get the results that you need. It's, put together the way it is for a reason, right? Number 3, be intentional with your personal development. So don't just read what everyone else is reading. You're going to hear a lot of different recommendations, like this person's reading that book and this person's reading that book and you got to read this book. It needs to be specific to your needs, what you need to strengthen in your life. Just like in working out, there's not one workout program that's going to be perfect for everyone. We all have different needs. Some of us have injuries, and that can apply, mentally and emotionally as well. We all have certain areas in our life that we need to consider strengthening, and you can't necessarily see those, but they're there. Number 5, be consistent. Again, make it a daily habit. This is something that you want to do every single day, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's 30 minutes, you want to get in the routine. Just like working out, you can't just do it when you feel like doing it or, I remembered today, I'm going to do it. You have to be consistent and follow it just like you would a workout program. Don't start and stop. Don't do it one day a week. Don't jump from book to book. just like maybe, going to the gym and jumping from one piece of equipment to another, or starting and stopping. Find a book that's going to address what you need help in. Again, it's not because you're broken. We all have areas that we need to strengthen, but focus on something that's going to help with you, and then stick with it, read it. And then the 6th point is to implement and share. So you want to share what you learn. Don't be a collector of knowledge. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help anyone else. You see everyone sharing their workout on Facebook, sharing maybe drinking their Shakeology. It's harder to share the deep emotional, mental things, but those are the things that people connect with, and people want to get to know you. And when you're reading personal development books, you are going to pick up so many awesome nuggets of information that you can share with people, that you can put your own spin on, that you are just going to connect with people in a way that you never even realized. Because, connecting in that, in a way, it's a lot different from posting an exercise video. Yes, they can watch you and say, oh, hey, you know what, that person works out. I want to get to, I need to get in shape myself, that's great. But when you can really share something from the heart, something that you're learning, something that really is, means something to you, you're going to build that relationship, and that's going to help your business. So that's why personal development is one of the vital behaviors, because it is so important to our business. Again, it's kind of back to that Jim Rohn quote: the best way to be successful is to focus more on you than on your business. Now, as far as what to read, we get this question a lot. What should I even be reading? There are some kind of books that are common in our world, shall I call it. So let's think about like fear of rejection. There are a couple that are really good for that. Go for No. You Are a Badass. Maybe you've heard that one. That's an awesome book. If you have fear of rejection, or if you have self-confidence issues, great book. Maybe you don't know how to manage your time. A lot of good books for that. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. The Compound Effect. That's a really great first book to get started on when you start this business. The Miracle Morning. That's another really, really good one, and that really shows you how to get in the habit of, doing these things that we're already doing, working out, eating healthy, doing morning meditation, maybe doing your personal development. These are all habits of very successful people. Push by Shailene Johnson is another one, if you don't know how to manage your time. As far as if you need help with finding people on social media, Jab, 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 Right Hook. That's a great book. There are a few authors that just are really good. If you can't think of a personal development book to get, and you're looking for something, Darren Hardy, Brian Tracy, John Maxwell, Tony Robbins, those are all great ways to start. So again, just to kind of sum it up, it may be difficult at first. Make it a habit. Just make it a non-negotiable in your life. So again, look for areas in your life that you need to strengthen. If it makes you uncomfortable, that's okay. Probably means you need it. Be intentional with your PD. Be consistent, and implement and share what you're learning. Don't be a collector of knowledge. So your call to action is to post below the book that you're currently reading, maybe something about why you're reading it or what you're getting out of it. Or if you're not currently reading a personal development book, share with us what you're thinking about doing next. Or you can even ask, what you think it is that you want to focus on, and we can provide recommendations. So, call to action: either post what you're reading now, what you're going to read, or what you need help finding, and we'll help you there. So, again, non-negotiable personal development every single day, just like your workouts. Have a great day.